Whoa, you look like Jaisa did that time she tried Exobor soup.
I had a vision. There was a galaxy neighboring our own, and then nothing. Every star went dim, both in that galaxy and our own. The end of everything.
See, probably just something you ate. Maybe. I hope.
Another galaxy? Would you say it was a dwarf galaxy? Sorry, my lord. I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
A dwarf galaxy sounds right. What do you know?
There is such a galaxy off the Outer Rim, known as the Rishi Maze.
Rishi? I've heard of Rishi. It's a planet. Some kind of pirate resort? Sounds like a real dive. I've kinda always wanted to go.
You started receiving these recently. Quinn, set a course. We're going to Rishi.
Wow! The rumors were true! You're here! You're really here!
You know me?
Oh, sure. I've heard you described in great detail. Great detail. You run the Howling Tempest Gang, the most daring, ruthless pirates of the Gordian Reach. Wherever that is.
That's right. What's it to you?
Just like a pirate. You're all so touchy. I love it. You'll fit right in here. Seems like everyone in Raiders Cove is going on about you and all your insane adventures. Talk about your tough customers.
You're basic. It's very natural.
My people pick up languages and stuff real easy. Some of us like to be formal. I'm more of a cantina talk type. Speaking of cantinas, you'll want to watch for Goro. He wants to fight you so bad, it's not even funny.
Wants to fight me? What did I do?
You'll have to ask him. Considering what a big deal you are, it's probably just for bragging rights. Goro's at the Blaster's Path, local watering hole, probably washing down some Tonatron jerky with some Antellian fungo lager. I'm not allowed there anymore. Long story. So I hope someone hollows your big fight. Wouldn't want to miss a single bloody shot.
I hear you're looking for me. Or someone who fits my description, at least.
Kafsta undile, Jigo hola lukuta.
Think you just did that yourself, Goro. Hang on. You're not about to wreck my place again, are you? I'm still filling in blaster holes.
Inigu daiji liska tsanangawa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta.
Care to explain what this is all about?
Kumpata titok makichisa chubala wawuni. Makipuna mali tuta od mishka.
Last chance to back out before you've made a huge mistake, Goro.
Kuchuso yumata chikotoya.
You know, a few blaster marks is one thing. Gives the place some charm. But this...
If you heard Goro before he died, you know I run the Howling Tempest gang. And you know better than to cross me. Someone is about to tell me how everyone on Rishi seems to know I was on my way here. Who will it be?
Everyone's talking about you. Couldn't tell you how it all got started, but I can tell you who gave Goro the idea to come after you.
Don't do it, Karina. You know what Margok would say about ratting out a resident.
If Margok ever pays the tab all you Nova Blades have run up, then maybe I'll start to care what he thinks. Guy you want is Kai Zyken, leader of the Corellian-run scoundrels. A real gem. Goro said Zyken owes you a pile of credits. He hired Goro to take you out for a fraction of what it would cost to pay you.
Where do I find him?
Beats me. It's not like I hang out with the guy. Ask Zyken's crew. They're all over Raiders Cove. Like stinkflies.
Others might not appreciate your cooperation, but I do.
Figure it's either help out, or have a bigger mess to clean up. I can handle the Nova Blades being sore with me. See ya, Goro. Hope your brother doesn't decide this was my fault.
Well, look at this, scoundrels! A visit from...
I was making a dramatic pause, Tomoda. I know it's the Hurling Tempest. Kai Zyken. I'm sure you've heard my name, most commonly accompanied by a longing sigh from one of my former conquests. Now here's the deal. The Corellian-run scoundrels may owe you a debt, but it's not coming out of my hide. Take it up with accounting.
You will give me every last credit your people owe the Howling Tempest gang. Every last one. Understood?
Well, I do speak basic, so yeah, understood. And, you know, this, it doesn't have to get dialed up right away to violent. Okay, alright, listen. We can't pay. The freedom to operate in Raiders Cove isn't exactly free. After the Nova Blades take their cut, we're tapped. Now, before you get an itch, I do have something of value. Something I know you want.
Quit stalling and start talking.
I record all my holocalls, and that includes the one that warned me you were coming to Rishi. I'll show it to you. Tomoda, get my data pad. Oh, that's bad, Tomoda. That's bad.
Yamata Chipotata.
Oh, right! Yes, thank you, Tomoda! I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Here, you could find and unlock the case with this tracer, and you could even keep the datapad. How's that?
How about you go find the datapad you lost and bring it to me?
Hey, good idea. Why don't I go ahead and, do that?
Naponka wa unikupa. Tomti tok makitogi.
Oh, like you wouldn't do the same.
Lokutenupa chirota.
Never mind. I'll find it myself.
Iswana chahula.
I hope you tell your Howling Teapot gang we're even now?
Rida chapawa.
Right, that's what I said.
Huh? What in the...
Had enough of your snooping around Corsair territory. You're going down!
Kaizaikun, greetings. I speak to you now to deliver a warning. The Howling Tempest Gang is one of the galaxy's most feared pirate associations. They have just now set their sights on Rishi. As you know, the Corellian-run scoundrels owe the Howling Tempest Gang a great many credits. There is no telling what will happen when you are discovered. I suggest you herald the gang's arrival to draw unwanted attention on them. I'm dispatching several droids across Raiders Cove to do the same. Or you could do nothing and suffer the consequences. The choice is yours.
Be wary, people of Raiders Cove. The Howling Tempest Gang has come to Rishi. Greetings to you. Would you like to hear a true story about the legendary Howling Tempest Gang? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize it was you. How exciting. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What exactly is your purpose?
I've been assigned by my master to spread word of your many accomplishments throughout all of Raiders Cove. Why, in the time since your arrival, you have already defeated the illustrious Goro, brought fear to the Corellian-run scoundrels and Carida Corsairs. Even the Nova Blades have taken notice of you. My master would be most impressed.
You're going to take me to your master, whether you'd like to or not.
It just so happens that my master would like very much to see you, and has authorized me to direct you to a point of contact. Oh, do be careful in your travels. Legend or no, Goro's brother Grum is severely displeased as to Goro's fate.
Tuskela biororeg. Tuk now. Grimslim monita rikokashuroreg.
If you and that Rhodian are related, I'd hate to see what you came from.
Harun shindai. Kelmi to signorangatuk. Ailing, onoredonagza, tingno bumfrai, ramirukshak. Tuk now. Grimslim monita rikokashuroreg. Javitsa, team unstable drar. Sona no murdakin pavuri freya. Wine likro, krorubarg.
We fought, you lost. Live with it. The show is over. Go about your business. Lana Beniko.
The Emperor's Wrath. Good to see you again. Any word from your namesake?
Nothing has changed, if that's what you're asking.
Pretty cagey. Think you'd be more open with Lana after all she's sacrificed for your empire.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
Are you really asking me that? After the last time I saw you?
Okay, point taken.
Now that we're all reunited, perhaps we should get things underway.
Right, yeah. Let's get to it. The Revanites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revanites' allies, the Nova Blades.
I know the Nova Blades are running things in Raiders Cove, but how are they helping the Revanites?
From what we've been able to gather, the Revanites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
What good does that do them?
That's what we'd like to find out.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revanites' activities.
If I assault the Nova Blades as a member of this Howling Tempest gang, all suspicion is averted.
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades' base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
Where do I start?
That's the spirit. We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
It's you! It's really you! I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
Jakaro and D4. I was hoping I hadn't seen the last of you.
Welcome to Rishi, my lord. Not exactly the paradise we'd hoped it would be. All bluster aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Jakaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
If we're using a ship, we could take out their entire depot.
If you are to be implicated as the perpetrator of these acts, you must be seen flagging their assets. I'd wish you good luck if I thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch.
Incoming! Circuits crossed for collateral damage.
Jakara tells me that should be enough to get the Nova Blade's attention. There's a Lieutenant Donovar in charge here, according to Turing. Challenging him would make a fine exclamation mark.
It's like a war zone, Commodore! We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp!
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us!
But Commodore Margok!
You heard him. Kill whoever's messing with you. Or try, at least.
I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
Did you have something in mind?
I intercepted some chatter about a slave camp. Well, more like a slave island.
I heard one of their lieutenants mention it.
Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
Give me the coordinates, and I'll get started.
It's not that simple. We don't actually know where the slave island is. You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blade's cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
No jokes, no smart comments. Every slaver here, every scumbag who treats people like property, has to die. We have to kill them.
You're getting off this island.
Oh, wow, thank you. We'll hide out in one of them shipping deals till you're ready to go.
About time I got out of here.
Thanks. You're all right.
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
Your debt's the least of the Nova Blade's worries right now.
I believe it. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted. Wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan. I want to talk to Revan.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blade stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us, but the Blade still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
Margok mentioned Mandalorians. Do you know anything about that?
Heard the name Torch before, but not much else. I'm looking into it.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jakaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
Theron?
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
Funny, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh it up. Won't be laughing long. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in. Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
You're making the biggest mistake ever. I got connections. Come find me. I dare you.
Security measures are down. Trouble is, so's the network. Margok must have shut it down manually.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
There'd better be something in the Nova Blades files that sheds some light on what Revan's doing with those hyperspace routes.
Yeah, tell me about it. Starting to feel like flying blind is the new normal.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully he'll have found something of use by then.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
What's the matter, Theron? Is my being around so distracting you need to hurry me off to some other island?
You're not entirely wrong.
I'm sending Jakaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
My dear friend the Wrath, always a pleasure to see you intact.
Darth Vowran? This is unexpected.
Well, what's life without a few surprises? There are matters I'd like to discuss in person, and I happen to be near the Rishi system. Perhaps we can meet, enjoy a respite from the bloodshed and destruction.
It's past time we reconnected. I expect we have much to consider together.
I will await you at these coordinates, but do make haste. My visit to Rishi must be brief.